Hello everyone, how you folks doing? My name is Armando. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a very special place, and it's called K'ole Ranch. I did several videos on the Paniolos, cowboys and Hawaiian cowboys, and this is one of them. It's a Hawaiian cowboy and K'ole Ranch, and my classmate Dennis Kamakahi composed a song called Lei K'ole, and he was approached by an Auntie Elaine Kapuiki, who asked my classmate Dennis to compose that song, and he did, Lei K'ole. Now, K'ole is an area located in the Ahupua'a Kamoku on the island of Lanai, Hawaii. And the name K'ole is said to be derived from the moisture-laden clouds that came down from the mountain gulches. And Kamoku is one of 13 Ahupua'a, which are ancient land divisions that partition the island's land and resources. Okay? Now, I'll tell you a little bit about my personal experience of K'ole. There was a K'ole Lodge there, and I used to, back in my technician days when I was fixing copiers, Canon, Ricoh, mostly I went there for their Canon copiers, and I used to go to K'ole Lodge a lot to repair their machines. And I remember very clearly such a beautiful place to go to. I remember the small little airport in Lanai and that one road that goes all the way up to K'ole Lodge. But anyway, so I went there several times. I went to Manele Bay also to fix their copiers. They had a color copier over there. But I fixed their copier at K'ole Lodge, and I remember the nice lady who worked there, receptionist over there, and they were very, very nice people. Now, the most notable era of K'ole's history is from 1875 to 1951, during which it served as the headquarters for Lanai's ranching operations. In 1875, Walter Murray Gibson secured the lease of the Ahupua'a of Kamoku from the Hawaiian Kingdom government. If you remember correctly, I think that was around the time of King Kalakaua. Now, he established the ranch headquarters at K'ole and developed a small community of homes for himself and his ranch hands. And Gibson imported Angora goats for their skins and merino sheep for their wool. Okay, so that's what he did. Now, around this time, Gibson planted the first 2 Norfolk Island pines at K'ole. Now, these trees were gifts to Gibson from his good friend King David Kalakaua, ruler of the Hawaiian Kingdom from 1874 until his death in 1891. Okay, and I remember seeing those pine trees when I went to K'ole Lodge. It's beautiful over there. In 1884, a report published in the Hawaiian Directory stated that the ranch livestock inventory included 40,000 head of sheep, 3,000 Angora goats, 600 horses, and 200 head of cattle. Okay. Now, Gibson passed away in 1888. And his estate, which his daughter Tallulah and her husband Frederick Hayes Selden inherited, consisted of most of the island of Lanai and fee simple and leasehold interests. Now, Hayes Selden attempted several businesses, including the Lanai Ranch Company, the Manale Sugar Company, and the Palavai Development Company. Okay. So that was what they tried. And then the Manale Sugar Company debuted in 1898. And during the sugar company's 3 years existence, 3 wells were dug. The Kahale Palawa landing and a railroad were built to facilitate shipping. And the sugar company imported as many as 800 Japanese, Chinese, and Portuguese laborers who lived in housing in Keamoku that was provided by the company. Now, plagued with growing financial challenges, the sugar plantation closed in 1901. Okay, so now in 1902, Charles Gay purchased the properties of the former Gibson estate along with additional land, eventually owning virtually the entire island. This led to near bankruptcy, and Gay conveyed his land holdings to his creditor, who then sold their interests in 1910, and the Lanai Company was established. Okay? Now, the budding venture was headquartered, out of K'ole, and immediately sought out development of water infrastructure and agricultural production, including pineapple production on the island. In a report of the Evening Bulletin dated November 28, 1910, it was noted that 7,000 pineapple plants were planted on Lanai. In 1911, the Lanai Company engaged renowned Hawaii and Maui rancher Eben Low to evaluate the Lanai operation. His report was extensive and included valuable descriptions of the K'ole facilities. Okay. Now, in 1911, George C. Monroe was hired as the new ranch manager, and operations quickly shifted to cattle operations. Monroe also worked to stabilize the landscape with the planting of eucalyptus, black wattle, ironwood, and various grasses. His work also extended up the mountain lands and led to the planting of thousands of Cook Island pine seedlings as a means of drawing moisture out of the clouds and recharging the diminishing aquifer. Monroe came upon the idea of planting pine trees atop the island as a result of his observation that the lone Norfolk Island pine captured passing fog and clouds, causing drip to occur at his K'ole residence. Okay. Now, in 1917, Lanai was sold to Harry and Frank Baldwin, and the ranch operated in a profitable state under strong land stewardship until they sold the holdings to the Hawaiian Pineapple Company, which purchased Lanai for $1.5 million in 1922. If you remember Hawaiian Pineapple Company, remember Dole? James Dole, the cousin of Sanford Dole, was the one that started out. So he's the one that purchased that. Monroe stayed on a bit longer, but at his retirement advised that pineapple cultivation, which began on Lanai in the early 1920s, be given priority. And the ranch ultimately closed in 1951, and the island then became synonymous with the cultivation of pineapple. Now, I went there, in the late 1990s or early 2000s, and at that time I don't think they had much pineapple left at that island. I think they pretty much closed down. So a lot of the workers there, they were trying to get into the tourism. The 2 hotels there, K'ole Lodge and the Manele Bay, a lot of them were going from, working on the pineapple to working at the hotels. So I remember Lanai so well. Small little town. Um, I think there was a Blue Ginger cafe over there, and oh boy, so many good memories of that place. But anyway, K'ole Lodge and the K'ole Ranch. That's the story of the two of them. So anyway, um, I'll let you listen to the song of that my classmate composed, Lei K'ole. Hope you enjoyed this video. Mahalo for watching, and ahui ho.
Song called Lei K'ole. K'ole I ka laki I ka uani ua ke makaaru I kōtaki o ko mamaka o nauna ka kairu o ko leo I ka makani a me na oa o Lanai I ka vehi o ka aina me Hano hano wale no ohe Nei ana I ka ua nohe E K'ole I ka ua O a pili o paunale Ua palao ke o ku Ke aloha o koloiki Aloha tuku home o Lanai ki hei Olu o ke au Vai o ke ola I ke a I kanani o ke apua Mataloha Noko ana I ka poli o nao Le kauna hoa o Lanai I ka vehi o ka ainane Hano hano wale no oe Le ana I ka ua noe Le K'ole I ka ua Ua pili o maunale Ua palao ke unu Ke aloha o koloiki Aloha kuku hone o hanaki Ki eki o kuolu Wale no kawai o ke ola Mahalo noko ana I ka poli o nao Le kauna hoa o Lanai I ka vehi o ka ainane Hano hano wale no oe Le ana I ka ua noe E K'ole I ka ua O a pili o maunale Ua palao ke o ku E aloha o